Привет, я Koen, and today I'm going to review the entry of Ukraine at Eurovision 2021, Go A with the song Shum. Go A was one of the first few Eurovision 2020 artists to be confirmed as a returning artist for Eurovision 2021. At first, there were talks about that there was going to be a new national final with a few songs by Go A, of which one would win, which would be Go A's entry. But in the end, that didn't really happen, or well, kinda I guess, but it was not a televised selection. On the 22nd of January, Go A released a song called Shum, of which a lot of people thought that it was the entry of Ukraine, which wasn't confirmed at that point. It was just a speculation. On the 29th of January, they posted to Instagram that there was a jury that was going to decide which song they were going to send to Eurovision. They had to decide between 3 songs. Those 3 songs are Rano, Cerkovka and Shum. Snippets of all of the 3 songs were posted, but only Shum had been officially released, and is to this date the only one of the 3 songs that's released now. So Shum won in the end, but it was going to get revamped because it was almost 4 minutes long and the Eurovision entry has to obey the 3-minute rule. Anyway, a while after Shum was confirmed as a Ukrainian entry, there was some sort of a controversy around it because the lyrics were lyrics of a Ukrainian folk song. Which a lot of people pointed out is plagiarism. Now, according to the Ukrainian copyright law, lyrics of folk songs don't fall under copyright laws and are free to be used and released by any artist. We've seen it before in the winning entry of 2016 when Jamala won for Ukraine with her song 1944. Despite this copyright law, Shum's lyrics were still changed during the revamp after this controversy. The song is based on a folk song from the region where the Chernobyl disaster happened, which is exactly 35 years ago this year. I like Ukraine's entry this year. I gotta say that I did have to get used to the revamped version a bit because I was so used to the original version, but the instrumentals are still the same. The song is just also shorter since it's Eurovision entry, but it's pretty much just the same entry with different lyrics. When I heard the other 2 songs that were competing, or at least the snippets, I personally really wanted Cerkovka to win because Cerkovka means church, and the fans of Go A's entry last year, Solovey, called themselves the Church of Solovey because their entry last year kinda had that culty, churchy vibe to it, so I thought that would have been a funny continuity thing. But I'm definitely not mad about Shum being the Ukrainian entry this year. Lots of people are worrying that Ukraine will lose their perfect qualifying streak this year because they've never failed to qualify before, and I gotta admit that I understand why. The semifinal in which they are competing, the first semifinal, is really strong. They're also competing as second to last, which is just in between Malta and Azerbaijan, which are also pretty high energy, although I feel like Malta has more of a chance of overshadowing Ukraine than Azerbaijan does. So I understand the worry of Ukraine maybe not standing out. I gotta say though, even though this semifinal is really strong because of all the pop songs and upbeat songs, I think Ukraine could stand out as well. They have a really different song. I mean, it's a song that literally changes in beats per minute throughout the song. They have the folk and electronic sound that's mixing, and it's just a really unique song in general. So I have to say that I also feel like all these things have a good chance of standing out between the more pop kind of songs, if you know what I mean. But I still have to admit that I'm not saying this with the highest certainty. I do feel like this could maybe be more appealing to the televote. I really want Ukraine to keep their qualifying streak because I don't think they deserve to lose that. So to conclude, I like Ukraine's entry this year. And even though people are worried about Ukraine not qualifying, which are worries I kind of also share, I do feel like Go A has a chance of standing out because of their uniqueness and originality. And that's about all for now. Let me know what you think of the song in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully until next time. Do pobачення.